Thanks for watching Film Buff, really, honestly. It's fucking great.
Oh, hello, how's it going, guys? My name is Film Buff. Alright, man. So first of all, I need to thank all the amazing patrons. Thank you so much for your amazing support. You guys are absolutely incredible. I have eternal respect for you guys. Once again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Alright, man. So episode 11, the last episode kind of wrapped up a two-parter. I have no clue what this episode's going to be doing. It's probably going to be a new storyline. They do show next time previews, but I kind of, I exit. I don't really like to check them out because what's the point? Because I'm going to be checking out the episodes regardless, right? So there's no point in me checking out those previews. So yeah, man, let's just get right into it.
Then you will stop it.
Seems I have no choice. Oh, do excuse me.
She survived.
Little time for a sandwich.
But you promise you'll stop it today.
And of course, nothing is more important than human life.
Mickey.
Here comes trouble. How you doing, Ricky boy?
It's Mickey.
Don't listen to him, he's winding you up.
You look fantastic.
Oh, sweet. Look at these two. How come I never get any of that?
The shot of the doctor.
Such hard work.
But worth it. Right on top of the scar and...
Open up the engine, soak up the radiation.
Like filling her up with petrol and off we go.
Into time!
And space!
Oh my god, have you seen yourselves? You all think you're so clever, don't you?
Yeah!
Yep.
Should take another 24 hours. It's called a chameleon circuit. The TARDIS is meant to disguise itself wherever it lands. Like if this was ancient Rome, it'd be a statue on a plinth or something. But I landed in the 1960s. It disguised itself as a police box and the circuit got stuck.
So it copied the real thing. There actually was police boxes.
Yeah, on street corners.
19th. It's really just to stop my mother from nagging, but the baby sort of clinched it, I suppose.
Your child.
Okay, plan of attack. We assume a basic 57-56 strategy covering all available exits on the ground floor. Doctor, you go face to face. That'll designate exit 1. I'll cover exit.
Excuse me. Who's in charge?
Sorry, awaiting orders, sir.
Right, here's the plan. Like you said, nice plan. Anything else?
Present arms.
Ready?
Ready?
Just go in there and tell her the doctor would like to see her.
Doctor Who?
Just the doctor. Tell her exactly that. The doctor.
Ooh.
She's got a teleport. That's cheating. Now we're never gonna get her.
Oh, the doctor's very good at teleports.
Fly through.
What's it mean?
Bad wolf.
But I've heard that before. Bad wolf. I've heard that lots of times.
Everywhere we go. 2 words. Following us.
Yeah?
Bad wolf.
How can they be following us?
Nah, just a coincidence. Like hearing a word on the radio, then hearing it all day.
No, it's more than that.
Things to do.
What do you make of that, Doctor? Take me home and you take me to my death.
Not my problem.
Ooh.
This is the technology of the gods.
Don't worship me, I'd make a very bad god. Get a day off for starters. Jack, how we doing, big fella?
You're very quick to soak your hands in my blood. Which makes you better than me how, exactly? Long night ahead.
Hmm.
And I mean, if the TARDIS can't leave until morning, we could go to a hotel, spend the night. I mean, if you want to, I've got some money.
Hey, yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
I bet you're always the first to leave, Doctor. Never mind the consequences, off you go. You butchered my family and then ran for the stars, am I right? But not this time. At last you have consequences. How does it feel? I had to fly without coordinates. I ended up in a skip on the Isle of Dogs. wasn't funny.
Sorry. It is a bit funny.
She gets sapped by 10,000 volts.
Margaret, would you like to come out to dinner? My treat.
Dinner in bondage. Works for me. Look, that's where I was living as Margaret. Nice little flat. Over there, on the top. Next to the one with the light on. 2 bedrooms, bayside view. I was rather content. I suppose I'll see it again.
Suppose not. You've been in that skin suit too long. You've forgotten. There used to be a real Margaret Blaine. You killed her and stripped her and used the skin. You're pleading for mercy out of a dead woman's lips.
That's all I'm asking. Give me a chance, Doctor. I can change.
I don't believe you.
You left me! We were nice. We were happy. And then what? You give me a kiss and you run off with him and you make me feel like nothing, Rose. I was nothing. I can't even go out with a stupid girl from a shop because you pick up the phone and I come running. I mean, is that what I am, Rose? Stand by it.
Because once in a while, on a whim, if the wind's in the right direction, you happen to be kind.
Doctors.
Only a killer would know that. Is that right? From what I've seen, your funny little happy-go-lucky life leaves devastation in its wake. Always moving on, because you dare not look back. Playing with so many people's lives, you might as well be a god. Sometimes, you let one go.
Go on then, run! It's him again, isn't it? It's the doctor. It's always the doctor. It's always gonna be the doctor. It's never me.
Damn, Mickey. Mickey's stressing, man.
It's the rift. The rift's opening.
So the extrapolator was programmed to go to plan B. To lock on to the nearest alien power source and open the rift. And what a power source it found.
Of course, opening the rift means you'll pull the ship apart.
So soon.
It's not just any old power source. It's the TARDIS. My TARDIS. The best ship in the universe.
What's that light?
The heart of the TARDIS. This ship's alive. You've opened its soul. Look at it, Margaret.
Beautiful.
Look inside Blonfell Fudge. Look at the light.
Thank you.
Must have got burnt up. Carried out her own death sentence.
No. I don't think she's dead.
Then where'd she go?
She looked into the heart of the TARDIS. Even I don't know how strong that is. And the ship's telepathic, like I told you, Rose. Gets inside your head. Regress to her childhood.
She's an egg.
She can start again. Live a life from scratch. If we take her home, give her to a different family, tell them to bring her up properly, she might be all right.
Or she might be worse.
That's her choice.
I think this might be it. Yeah, he's just gonna leave.
Next stop, Rexacorical fallipatorius. Now, you don't often get to say that.
We'll just stop by and pop her in the hatchery. Margaret the Slovene can live her life again. A second chance.
That'd be nice.
All right, man. So, that was enjoyable. That was an enjoyable episode. It gave me a lot of interesting things in there. I'm gonna get into them. A lot of interesting info. But as it started, I was kind of like, really? Do we really need another Slitheen episode? I thought those 2 episodes were more than enough earlier on in the season, but surprisingly, it was actually enjoyable. I didn't mind that character, because there was more to it this time than just like taking over the planet type storyline. Well, at the end of the day, she still kind of really wanted to blow up Earth and get out of there, but that extrapolator kind of is, locked in on the alien power source. That was the function, right? That was plan B. And the nearest alien power source happened to be the TARDIS, the best ship in the universe. It turns out it's a living thing. Now, I can't remember if I've been told this before. It was a long time ago. I watched the first few episodes of the season, but it feels like this is the first time I'm hearing of this, that it's a living thing. And at one point, Rose asks, what's the bright light? The doctor said it's the heart of the TARDIS, and that she's opened its soul. And in that moment, as the Slitheen is, looking into this bright light, the heart of the TARDIS, she's having some kind of experience, some kind of, and there's clearly some kind of communication going on here. Nothing I can understand, of course. It's in the mind, because the doctor said that, again, he reminded me that the TARDIS is a living thing. It can get into your mind. It can communicate. So something's happened here. Something good has happened here for her. And she, in that moment, she kind of looks up at the doctor and she's happy. Perhaps, she was told or communicated that she can get a second chance, and maybe she knows that at this point. She kind of looks up at the doctor, and she thanked him. She said thank you, and the doctor even smiled. So perhaps the doctor even knew that the TARDIS has done something for her. He doesn't quite know what exactly the TARDIS has done. Well, he finds out a little bit later on, but he knew the TARDIS has done something for her. And at the end, it turns out she was kind of transformed, or goes back to being an egg. So, legitimately, like literally a second chance, from the beginning, a new beginning. Throughout the episode, she was kind of going on about that. She didn't have a choice. At 13, I believe she said, you're like forced to go kill. So at this point, she has a second chance. And, Jack even said, perhaps she'll just turn up, perhaps she'll just end up being the same person. But, and the doctor said, well, that's up to her. But she has a second chance. We'll go to the home planet and we'll give it to a nice family and see if, she takes a second chance. And at this point, even Rose thought, that'd be nice, a second chance. Because at this point, she's a little bit down because Mickey finally decided that he's done. Unless he's not. But, as of this point, it kind of seemed like he's done. He's just fed up. It's understandable, though. His frustration is understandable. He likes this person. He loves Rose. They had this thing before she ran into the doctor, but now her head's been turned, and he has become kind of like a backup. And Rose had to face it. She had to face it that I have been kind of stringing him along, and at this point he's fed up. Because Rose did end up prioritizing her travels, these adventures she's going on. And Mickey is just kind of left back here, just hoping that one day she'll have her fill and she'll return to him, and they'll go back to having this thing they had. And he finally confronts her, and they continue to play on this Doctor and Rose attraction, because as Mickey, came into the TARDIS and they embrace, the Doctor had this look on his face. He's just kind of looking at what's going on here. It happened twice actually in the span of like 2-3 minutes. As Mickey said, "Oh, so you're gonna stay? You're not coming back?" And once again, Doctor's looking. He's looking. So, of course, it's definitely attraction there. They've made that much clear now. There's only a few more episodes left of this season, so, and I do know Eccleston regenerates into crap, can't remember his name. Shit, my bad. I can't remember his name, but I know he's almost done. So sad, man. You know, I guess I'm kind of like Rose again. She's gonna have to see the, you know, this doctor kind of disappear, and, you know, get used to a new doctor. So it's legitimately just me. You know, Rose is me, and she has to. Yeah, I'm excited and a little bit sad about it that Eccleston's almost done. You know, I just met him, even though I've been watching the first season for almost a year now, and I'm still not done. Almost there. So it is going to be interesting to see how Rose deals with this change, the physical form. So I did get an explanation for the TARDIS and how come it's like a phone booth or a police box. Landed in the 60s, circuit got stuck, and the doctor liked it, so he never really fixed it. Going back to the beginning a bit, you know, a new side of this Levine. She showed some empathy, some sympathy, as a reporter told her about having a baby soon, or she's pregnant now, and that she has a boyfriend and they're gonna get married. You know, this kind of, you know, surprisingly kind of got to her, and she let her go. And, you know, just this whole process of listening to this lady's about her life, you know, it made her sad. It made her think about her, you know, her family and how she's so lonely now. So a rare moment of sympathy, you know. And later on, the doctor kind of brushes it aside as just like, it's not a big deal. Every now and then, you know, letting one go doesn't really compare to, you know, killing millions. I believe that's what he said. And yeah, and again, you know, I'm kind of going to jump forward here. You know, at that dinner table, as she said that, or as the doctor said that, you know, it's not a big deal, you know, she retaliates by saying only a killer could understand that. And she accuses the doctor of playing with people's lives and that he may as well be a god. You know, and that on his travels, he affects so many people's lives. That really had me, man. I was like, hold on just a minute. You know, what is she going on about? Some of it makes sense. Some of it, you know, unfortunately, some of it is kind of spot on. I don't really buy the whole, you know, you leave devastation and you ruin people's lives. But he does have, you know, immense power to be able to, you know, go to different times and affect people's lives. He does have almost godlike power, right? So she wasn't off on that, but she was a little bit off on the fact that he causes devastation, and just kind of, you know, takes off. Though early days, this is only series 1. You know, maybe down the line I am gonna get to see the doctor cause these unfortunate things, you know, she's going on about. It's possible, but yeah, you know, she wasn't completely bullshitting there. She had some, you know, some truth to, you know, what she was saying there. And even the doctor, you know, his expression as she's speaking was kind of like, you know. So, okay, what else? So a reoccurring theme throughout this first series has been, you know, the mention of this bad wolf. You know, I have no clue. Even, you know, go into episode 11, I have no clue what this means. The doctor is still confused because he doesn't even know what it means, and he even tells Rose that it's been following them throughout their travels. It does seem to be something important. And, you know, the doctor kind of jokes around, and he's like, just a coincidence. It's not, though. It's clearly not, and he knows it too. But in that moment, he kind of just played it off. Yeah, there's only 2 episodes left, so I'm sure I'm gonna get to find out. Is it signaling the arrival of a new character, or is this something from his past? Is he being called? Is this another term from him that other aliens have given him? I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. Really interesting, though. You know, it's one of the big things of this series because it's been going on for a long time now. You know, throughout the series, and yeah, I think that's most of it. You know, it was one of those fun episodes. This, you know, this Levine kind of put him in this dilemma, ethical dilemma of, oh yeah, I know I did bad things, but if you take me back to my home, you take me to my death. You know, she does try to make them feel guilty. She tries to go for the sympathy. And yeah, man, I think that's all. But yeah, once again, the on-screen chemistry, you know, Jack and the doctor and even Rose, you know, just that trio, this crew, you know, just together, I feel like there's such fun on-screen chemistry. I know it's not going to last forever, you know. I'm sure Jack is probably going to be gone. I hope he sticks around at least for the end of this season, you know. There's only 2 more episodes, so I hope he's still around for that. But I love it, man. I really do love this crew they have going, this trio. All right, so that's the episode. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. That helps a lot. You know, if you actually did enjoy, please just take the second to hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. If you're into social media, hit me up. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, super active on Twitter. The links are in the description. And once again, thank you so much to all my amazing patrons. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you're doing for me. You guys are incredible. Honestly, so incredible. Thank you so much for your support. All right, guys, thank you so much for dropping by. I'll be back with another episode. Take it easy.